Thank you very much for joining us. My name is TJ. I'm the chef at Petra's Restaurant here in La Place, 1036 West Airline Highway. Petra's Restaurant has been in business since 2011, and we do here all kinds of different events. We have a nice lounge, a dining room, and a private room also. We do off-site catering from small parties to large parties, and we take pride in what we do. We use nothing but the best ingredients and the best product that we could get. Today, I would like to make two dishes for you. They're made almost the same exact way, the same sauce, but you could use it for two different dishes. And what we're gonna do for you today. Now, after we breaded our eggplant, we dust them with flour, breaded them, and fried them. They're gonna be ready to be served. Our sauce almost ready here. The final touch we do is add our lobster meat to the sauce. Take our pasta. Put it in hot water. Put it there. And a little bit of Parmesan cheese. We do the eggplant test. We take a little bit of Italian pasta. Our sauce. Take a little bit cheese. Onion. This is our finished dish. We have the eggplant petra and the petra pasta. Enjoy it. I hope you enjoy our dishes. We have the eggplant petra and the petra pasta. Please come visit us in La Place whenever you are around. We love to have you. Thank you very much for watching. Bon appetit.
it gives me a local place to pursue my passion.
We go together like rubber, 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 ding a ding a dong. Remember forever and shoot-bop, shoot-bop, wada yippity boom de boom. Chang chang, changity chang shop. That's the way it should be. Whoa, yeah.
The LaFawn Center means so much to me because it is where I did my first show in Peter Pan as the role of Michael. The theater group means so much to me because it's just like one big family. Everybody is so inclusive and kind to everyone that they meet.
We go out at night, and stars are shining bright, up in the skies above.
The most amazing time. The cast and crew were so talented, so professional. It was really a blast, and I would go back in a heartbeat.
Shoot-bop, shoot-bop, wada yippity boom de boom. Chang chang, changity chang shoot-bop, dip de dip de dip, doo-wop de doo-be doo, boogity 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 shoo-be-doo-wop, shoot-bop, sha-la-la-la-la-la, yippity dip de doo, lemma-lemma-lemma, ding-a-ding-ding-ding-dong, shoot-bop, shoot-bop, wada yippity boom de boom. Chang chang, changity chang shoot-bop, dip de dip de dip, doo-wop de doo-be doo, boogity 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 shoo-be-doo-wop, shoot-bop, sha-la-la-la-la-la, yippity dip de doo, wop bop doo wop, wop bamboo. For each other like a womp bop a womp a womp bamboo. Just like my brother, he shot a la 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 yippity dip de doo. Chang chang changity chang shabop. We'll always be together. Whoa, yeah. Chang chang changity chang shabop. 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 Chang chang chang.
Wait for us to get back.
I love going to shows at the LaFawn Center.
Earth's Prehistoric Aquarium Adventure is an immersive theatrical experience that invites you to jump in and explore unknown ocean depths, where prehistoric marine reptiles lived eons ago and maybe still exist today. Earth creates an amazing visual experience that connects young audiences to the real science of paleontology. Earth's Prehistoric Aquarium Adventure.
Hello everyone, I'm Tatiana Berman. I'm so excited to be opening the inaugural season at the beautiful brand new LaFawn Performing Arts Center. See you there!
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
With about 500 of my closest friends. Everyone say hi, Linda.
Oh my God.
It's 1945 and the soldiers are back. Returning to a changed nation, 6 veterans discover the power of music to face the impossible and give America a new beat. From the Tony-winning choreographer of Hamilton comes a new American musical that critics call dazzling, exuberant, and astonishing. The Tony-winning Broadway musical Bandstand.
Come out and see Ailey 2 at the LaFawn Arts Center on Friday, February 14th at 7:30 p.m. See you at the center. Here in Southern Louisiana, we live for what's in season. At the brand new LaFawn Arts Center, we understand that, and that's why we're always in season, bringing you art experiences from around the corner to around the globe, right here in St. Charles Parish. Our season of dance, music, theater, and film is sure to excite audiences of all ages. Be a part of this inaugural season by subscribing now at lafawnartscenter.org. We'll see you at the center. Proudly brought to you by St. Charles Parish Public Schools.
Sugarcane shouldn't be here. The Haitian slave revolt in 1791 put cane here by accident. So it really shouldn't be here. That's a whole nother story, don't you know? Sugarcane's been grown in Louisiana since 1795. It came here by accident. 1791 giant slave revolt in Haiti. Bunch of French-speaking people that knew about sugarcane. Disruption and unsettled conditions in Haiti. They left, they fled. What do? They come to Louisiana who has cane, but they don't know how to make sugar because it's too green. We get a Haitian slave boiler funded by Etienne de Boré who puts lime in the juice because you can't boil an acid. He puts lime in the juice, he strikes sugar, and sugar's off and running in Louisiana. We granulated sugar.
The more sugar became popular, the more sugar spread, the more slaves that were needed. And so they go hand in hand, the increase in slave use and the increase in the production of sugar. Generally speaking, work on a sugar plantation was considered harsher than on a cotton plantation. In fact, that's where we get the old saying about being sold down the river. That was a slave saying because often cotton planters would threaten their slaves if they didn't do the work that they would be sold down the river, and that meant being sold to Louisiana and you were going to be working on the sugar plantation. Up until the Civil War, planters were always looking to buy slaves, always looking to buy slaves. Once they began produce sugar mills, began producing the sugar, that ran 24 hours a day. And so that never stopped. Once they began harvesting, they worked that sugar mill until all the sugar was processed, which could be weeks. And holidays, whatever, that they worked those mills. So very intensive work. The growers in the state joined together and started an association which began to study scientific ways to improve the growing of sugarcane. So they even opened a agricultural station where Kenner is, and then later on it was moved to where Alderman Park is, where they began growing different types of cane. So they take a more scientific approach to the sugar growing after the war. And it takes a while, but it eventually comes back. But most of the people who come back are different people.
Sugarcane was so intense manually to work. They say that cotton took 5 years to come back after the Civil War, where it took 30 years for sugarcane. And that's because everything pretty much was done by hand. And it was, you know, it's bigger fields and there was so much involved, and the planting, the harvesting, the burning of the cane fields were all very, very intense. This is an industry that's very important to this river region. Most of the cane is grown around here. You know, it's within these areas, and if you drive down the river road and you look far enough back, you're going to see some sugar cane. And it has been a wonderful crop.
Down here in South Louisiana, this is our culture, sugar cane, so it's nice to be involved in it. And I mean, I've got friends that would love for their family to be in farming because of the rich culture that surrounds it. It's just a nice life to be out here and get to see your work, what you do every day, just see how it progresses and make this life of your own.
I think I made 47 grindings, but they started taking me out of school when I was 15 to run harvester. So I've probably cut 48 crops of cane. I've always been in the cane field my whole life. You know, like, God looked down and he made me and he said, damn, everybody has a bad day, you know? So he said, look, let's put him way out in the sugarcane field and hope he don't ever talk to too many people and he ain't gonna be no trouble. So that's how that happened. And I've been hiding in the field since.
Everybody knows everybody's business. If my tractor breaks in the field tomorrow, somebody's gonna call me from over there, one of the other farmers, and tell me why my tractor broke. Everybody knows everybody around here. It's a small community. It's not like the city where you're not gonna know your neighbor.
But on the other hand, it's a good thing, because if you get into a bind, and there have been years when we have gone to help other farmers and they have come to help us because of an unforeseen tractor breakdown or a harvester breakdown. And so you want to help your brother farmer get his crop out of the field. So having that small town closeness is a good thing. Yeah.
Definitely a good thing.
You're gonna have about every 10, 12 years, Mother Nature gonna get off her medicine and we gonna have a bad year, you know. She gonna get a double dose and get right, you know. But I mean, I ain't backing off to some Mother Nature off her medicine. I seen it before. I done seen 10 of these horrible grinders, and they always, good thing about grinding, it got a beginning and it got an end, you know. So it's got a finite period, you just put up with it. Ain't too stupid to do anything else. I sound like I could get a job somewhere.
So whenever you pass sugarcane, it is just a tall grass. If you think about it, that it's in the grass family. But when you're looking at it, just think of table sugar. Think about all the things you do. I mean, they got soft drinks out with cane sugar in it. A lot of the products you consume on a regular basis have sugar in it, and you don't think about it. And there's people out there like us. There's a lot of work that goes into making that table sugar. Doesn't just appear. So. Kind of, you know, we live to make everybody's life sweeter, so.
Well, they at the grocery store, they don't care if you worked hard, they care about the price, you understand? You know, but what would I like them to think? Use natural real sugar, wash your hands with it, throw a little bit on the floor.
Yes, to me, an experience, you know, I've lived on this bayou my whole life, so I've tasted different fish from here and there, and our fish has always tasted better to me. And you know, not from my own experience, but I've also cooked a lot of fish for people, from out of state, from different states, all around the country and even out of the world. And they'll come and they'll say, you know, man, this is the best catfish we've ever ate. I've eaten catfish here, there. You know, why is it so good? Is it the way I cooked it, or is it the way is it the water the fish is coming out of? Well, to me, it's a combination of both. But you know, it really is where the fish are coming from. This area just it's known for the quality of the fish.
What's great about this fish is it's a natural fish and a natural tidal body, so it's a nice, clean, fresh type of fish. You'll notice a little yellow tint to it. It's a very sustainable fish. People have been harvesting it in the bayous and the swamps of the salmon's for the last couple hundred years.
Like I said, that's two of my fishermen right across right there. They got a couple down this side, they got a couple back there. I would say percentage-wise, 1 out of every 10 houses. Maybe the salmon, 1 out of every 10, maybe a little less, maybe 1 out of 15.
So growing up in River Parish area for the last 40-some years, my grandmother taught me a lot. She was actually born on the river in Vacherie, and just learning about the abundance of the natural resources of the shrimp, the crab meat, the crawfish, the catfish, the alligator, turtles. We eat it all here, and it's a natural product that is. We call it sweet water. It's a combination of between brackish and fresh water, and to me it produces some of the best seafood that I've tasted anywheres.
A lot of the family fish. As a family, they'll fish. The kids will help them run the boats in the summer when they're off of school. The kids go on the weekends with them. You're supporting like a lifestyle, like you're supporting like a tradition. Almost any commercial fisherman, you gotta have a lot of Cajun in you, and you gotta be adapt to your surroundings, to the water. You gotta be a waterman. You gotta know that water, just like you know in the roads, or like a taxi cab driver knows roads through New Orleans. You know, you gotta know the roads of the bayou and where it's too shallow to pass, or where they got obstructions at, and you gotta know how to travel at night with no lights and in the fog.
I enjoy it. I really do. You know, I enjoy catfishing. It means to me freedom. To be my own boss and to kind of do what I want to do, you know, you got don't get me wrong, it's not easy. You got to go out there and make it yourself. You know, you can't just go out there and be lazy. But it's something I love to do. It's something I was raised doing. It's something I'm gonna die doing. You know, most of my children I've raised and they're in college. They're doing different things, but I'm hoping on a grandchild to teach and take over what I'm doing, something like that.
It's a pretty hard job for these guys, and they deal with the elements, the weather, cold, thunderstorms, storms, themselves, hurricanes. It's not an easy job. And you gotta realize some days when they go out there and they throw cages, they throw their crab traps, or they go move cages, they don't get paid that day, they lose money. They pay for decking, they pay for gas, they pay for all the stuff, and they don't catch nothing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to come and sell.
The best thing to do when you do go to a restaurant in Louisiana is you can either ask or you can look on the menu, and most will tell you, it will say the Zalman's catfish, or it'll say pond catfish, or you know, and if you can try to ask for or go to restaurants that serve wild caught catfish, it helps out the last fishermen that we have, you know, which we're, you know, like I said, we're dying out slowly, but we still got a few of us left here, and you know, we want to stay if we can. And you know, it also takes help from the people to buy our produce to keep us going. So yes, definitely look for fresh Zalman's catfish fillet on the menu, and go to those places and eat there, and it'll help us out.